Yeah, and that's a whole extra thing unto itself. You might have to relearn some ingrained habits of the bomb jumps and anything else.
Right, and it looks like these runners are underway.
We got immediate route divergence.
Absolutely, and we
Drama,
find
excitement.
not much in either location.
Yup.
Arrow capacity upgrade and 20 rupees here for Karkat.
And that smells like a Houlihan on Karkat's side.
Going straight for Houlihan. It's not something that I see happen too frequently.
Yeah, not anymore at least. A lot of runners believing on the prevalence of vanilla
sword.
Well, that's awesome. But a lot of runners believing on the prevalence of rupees early in the seed, and some of them preferring not to risk it. Figure if you can take the rando out of randomizer, then you might be able to give yourself an edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then just another capacity upgrade for Monoci.
See, somebody said, see, vanilla sprite, vanilla seed.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, and now Karkat can go right in and check Link's house. That's a routing that I hadn't thought of with doing Houlihan Room early.
It's one that I forget about every single time somebody starts from Sank. It's like, oh right, you just get that chest then.
And Monoci going straight into escape.
Hey, you've got the sword.
Play.
Yeah, it's one of the things.
It's risky, but it could pay off.
Right, yeah, I mean, it's time spent going pretty deep into the basement of the castle. But
Karkat didn't get any bombs.
Oh,
A little bit of bomb farming and got absolutely nothing.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Maybe oh, flippers on the race game.
Ooh,
we're gonna see him turn right around and go for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So looks like he's going to go in, check library. He'll end up now since he did Houlihan, he can buy bombs and not have to worry about that whatsoever.
Right.
Looks like not much in the library, just 20 rupees. Now Monoci got some bombs, so he's set. See what the tavern has. 10 arrows.
That guy's ready for a scrum.
Oh, Monoci's got to be careful here.
Oh no!
No.
That is
Monoci,
bad
please.
news. That is.
I doubt we're going to see him go back in for that chest.
I don't know.
He is.
I mean, at this point.
Wait. And chat is paying respects.
Yeah, that is a rough occurrence. Like that.
Oh, and the bow.
Bow off a bottle vendor. Wow, it packed Packerico. And we're gonna see Monoci make a more traditional northern approach here.
And I mean, and this is the play I like to make. Even in open mode, it still just feels natural to head up there. And okay, we found his shield. 300 rupees.
Hey, that's helping out big time on top of that Houlihan play. If you get some something to get through that race game, then Houli's set to make a trip to Zora.
So Monoci finds that the bush crab has bombs and just kills it.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, could have stocked up a bit there.
Karkat getting some rupees, but not finding much else yet.
Yeah.
Alright, here's Monoci getting his bombs. Oh, and the lamp!
Very nice.
The lantern in Eve's hut. So we're not going to see any dark runes here this seed.
Yeah, no, that's in the traditional Kakariko clear, so we really expect that we're gonna get to see all of the action this time.
And we haven't seen a map check by either player yet. Alright, Karkat now going down to get his flippers. Monoci's now entering Kakariko. He'll find a lot of what Karkat just discovered. What'll be really interesting to see is if Karkat ends up going escape and getting that last chest. If it ends up being something significant, that's going to be just devastating for Monoci, because I doubt he's going to go back there for a very long time. Unless he has nowhere else to go.
The only thing I could see that maybe would change his mind on that is the lamp he's about to pick up. But other than that, it is just 2 items for a significant time investment. This early in the game, there's a lot of other things he's going to want to do.
And it looks like Karkat's going to head up and do check what's at Lumberjack Cave, and also what's in the Lost Woods. It looks like he's also setting up to see what some of the tree pools are.
Yeah. We saw, I want to say Arrows was the first one. Then we had the 5 rupee there. He's going to take advantage of this bomb drop.
Oh, yeah.
As Monoci hits Zora numbers in terms of rupees, he's going to be very happy when he does finally make his way down to that race game. He's got the...
Yeah, but he still has to buy his bow.
Oh, that's true.
Quite there yet.
Yeah, he's going to have to work his way back. I'd forgotten.
I'm surprised we're not seeing Karkat make the rush for the Zora area instead of doing what he's doing now. Just with the fact that he has those flippers. And now we have a check. Oh, we have green pendant on Eastern. We have a pendant on Desert. I didn't see which crystal Hera was. We have a 2 pendant light world.
I believe it was Crystal 6 on Hera. And so, yeah, we've got 2 pendants in Light World. Kind of tilts a little bit towards that pedestal hype.
Yep. And again, another vanilla green pendant.
Right, it makes it real easy to turn it in once you finish. We've got the early bow, we've got the lamp. That's a beatable dungeon right now.
Yeah, Sarashal is looking really like a really strong player right now.
Definitely.
And which player was it that just checked the map? Was it Monoci?
I believe it was Monoci.
Okay, so he has that information. He has his lamp, he has his bow.
Right, and he's about to get this flipper play done. And I wonder if we'll see him take the often unused ladder out of Lake Hylia to head up towards that area.
Right. Now I think we'll probably see Karkat head up to Zora's because he has the rupees.
Right.
Monoci, on the other hand, I doubt we're going to see that. We might see Monoci head straight for Pod. Considering he knows he can get 7 items out of that area.
Definitely. Yeah, it's really unusual to have Eastern completely opened without a sequence break this early.
Yeah, oh no, he's doing the flipper sequence as well.
Yeah.
Finds that there's nothing on the island. He's going to go up to the hobo and get, really upset.
All right.
And we have Karkat heading into the waterfall.
Now, what's he wishing for today?
Alright, we finally have our first full heart container.
Yeah, about time for an up.
It's the exact opposite of the seed I just played. I think I had 9 hearts by the time I was done CAC.
Yikes.
We have Moon Pearl on the ledge there.
Oh wow.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Now, interesting to know, because usually by the time you get the Moon Pearl, it's useful. But right now, the Moon Pearl doesn't do anything for these runners.
Right, yeah, they don't have the,
They have
even
no
the
way to
hint.
access Dark World.
Yeah.
And Monoci is heading up to Eastern. He is
Yeah,
not doing the Zora. Oh, and the gloves off Zora.
Oh, man.
That is
A packed
huge.
northeast.
Absolutely
The only thing that could have made
huge.
that any better would have been like if there was a hammer or another glove in the Waterfall of Wishing. Then this
Had
just
that-
would have been like Dark World Corner.
Yeah, had that happened, it would have been
But
really
more than
tough for
once,
Monoci.
I've seen the other player pick up the other piece right after. So let's see this last chest. Oh, just cash money.
All right, but now he has enough for Zora, which is, I think, the reason he didn't go up there.
It may be true, yeah.
So we'll probably see Monoci make the play for Zora after he finishes Eastern.
I would think so. As he works his way around this Armos and Karkat heading back up towards the forest. Or maybe the mountain after all. He's got the glove and the lamp, yeah.
He thinks the right play is to go up to Death Mountain. To me, this feels like a little bit more of a gamble, but I don't think it's a bad play because it's not like the logic, it's open by the logic, which means he
Right.
could very well find a progression item, especially since he just got the gloves.
Right.
And there's Ether.
here. Yeah, for this verse, a blue mail off the old man. Very nice.
Bad at
For
all.
this verse Eastern, I mean, you've got the numbers in Eastern, but obviously nothing's guaranteed in a randomizer, so that's just kind of, but as you said, the gambles you make. You're going, I guess, 3 versus the potential 7.
Right. Oh,
Big key.
silvers are on Spectacle Rock.
Oh, wow. So that
And-
mirror is going to be desired.
And nothing else here in Death Mountain. Alright, looks like we're going to see Karkat make the play for Eastern here.
Monoci putting the bow to work on those
Wow.
Salfos to get that
I've
crit
actually
kill.
never seen that.
It's pretty slick, too. Doesn't even have to bother with the pots or anything. Alright, let's see what's in this big chest.
Just
burrito.
the burrito.
Yay.
So yeah, we are definitely going to see Monoci head to the Videla Big Key location here.
And to answer a question in chat, we had the first sword on the uncle. Vanilla, but he didn't also provide the shield.
Which, interesting to know, Karkat still has not received a sword. I just realized that.
Oh yeah, having not gone up to the castle. He's gonna be putting those arrows and maybe even the bombs to work through this dungeon.
Oh, Monoci going for the intended strats here just because he only has 3 hearts.
Oh yeah, I mean this is a big risk if gonna do that. So can't say I blame him.
20 rupees for coming all the way here.
Yeah.
And
That
he's going to
feels
have to
bad.
watch out. He only has 1 heart left. Now, granted, the rest of the dungeon, especially with Lantern, you're not really in danger taking damage.
Right. And if he's feeling particularly cautious, he can do as he is now and drop
Yeah.
fairies.
I was going to say, we are all human, and
Yeah, I
we
mean,
all just take really silly damage.
right. And the last thing you want is, oh, one of those tentacle monsters got me twice.
Right.
Oh.
And right there, he took damage from the Igor. He would have died.
Exactly. And so when you're racing, when you got this competition, when you want to get to those at least 3 wins in these Swiss rounds,
Yep.
You want to pick up those fairies.
You know, you spend the 10 seconds to potentially save yourself from losing a minute. And I 100% agree with that play by Monoci there.
Indeed.
Yeah, and we do see him pick up those extra arrows just to be safe.
Yeah, at 21, you're allowed to miss 3 times, I think. And now at 31, you've got significantly more. Just blast those armors apart. Getting that green pendant, gonna go turn it into old sassy pants.
See what he has in store for us. Overall, not much here in the eastern area. It's actually been a big letdown.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, one of our items was a big 20, so already dampens the mood a bit. And so we'll see if this extra item, a sort of bonus 4th item, is anything good.
We have somebody wanting book, and it's just a heart container. All right,
he's just super thankful. He gives you a big old man kiss. Now,
somebody in chat noting that, a progression item has to be in Zelda's chest. Nobody has gone south route yet.
It's true. We haven't seen the south, and with this sword, he's going to have an easier time with Moldorm Cave. And then, who knows what's on the desert ledge, if it would even be attainable at this point. And then, of course, Agina.
Right.
Well, I find runners like to forget.
Ooh, we have our first bottle, so now Sick Kid is definitely a possibility.
Right, yeah, that opens up a first bottle. He's pretty much a fetch quest item.
Yep.
And this health, too, that contents there is going to be useful, the blue potion.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And I guess, actually, if Monoci even gets in a real bind, he's got that ether like Karkat does, but he's got the sword to use it, so...
Yeah.
Who knows? We might see him whip it out here in the Moldorm Cave if he's just feeling like getting it over with.
Ether might definitely be faster than using the sword. Yeah, here he is. He's going for it.
Very nice. I dig it. This is one of my favorite aspects of the randomizer. You get a weird kit at the beginning of the game, and who knows what you're going to run into.
Oh yeah, I've seen people you actually use a bee there, and we have the Master Sword and the mirror.
Ooh. Another bottle.
Another bottle.
And another sword.
Wow.
Oh man. Absolutely wild.
That is
I mean,
I've actually heard people
4 out
call
of
that.
5.
Yeah, I've heard people call that the Light World Hype Cave.
Right.
And I've seen people say like, no, there's only one Hype Cave, but
I mean, these days the Hype
seeing
Cave
something like that,
yeah,
is absolutely just a definition of like, there are definitely 2 Hype Caves.
at least. And the other one I hear called is Paradox Cave.
I've never heard. Which one is that?
Paradox Cave on the eastern side of Death Mountain. You know, the 3-story cave with the 7 chests.
Right, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, because when you go down the mountain, you end up higher than when you go in higher up the mountain.
Something like that. Yeah, it's
Okay.
mostly because of how weird it is. It's like open to interpretation.
Right.
Yeah.
Now we have Monoci's about to get his gloves and his pearl.
Indeed.
And we
Karkat
finally have a check
finishing
by
up-
Karkat.
Yeah, so now he's got the info.
He went into Eastern without even checking the map.
Now, he went to Sahasrara first, and I wonder if he talked to him. I happened to miss it, because, you know, you can get the hint from him.
Right.
Yeah.
Even though the he
Although
would have said, you can just go right over to Eastern.
Right. Yeah, we had tempered at about, 16 or 17 minutes for one of our players and no sword for the other. But he's about to get to Master in just a matter of moments.
Absolutely. And we're about to see Monoci head up to... Oh no, he's going to do the back part of Escape first.
I think this is a pretty good move, and if he ends up with the key from this, he can walk his way all the way back into the castle if he really wants to.
Right? I don't think we're going to see him check Zelda's chest. He's just going to leave that one. And hope that it's not a progression item.
And I wonder when we're going to get that info from Karkat then. I'm just dying to know if something's being left behind there. The most insane item I could think of being right now is another sword.
Yeah. Now we got nothing in the escape there, so we're probably going to see Monoci head up, get his silver arrows, and do Hera. Because it is a crystal, and it is completable.
Yeah. He's even got the lantern if he needs to deal with the basement, so it's really the next strong play.
Absolutely. And that's really where he kind of caught up to Karkat, is Karkat went up there and checked it, and he's probably going to he's going to head up there next after finding his mirror here.
Right, and go all the way back up.
Now he'll be able to save and quit and head up there right away.
Oh, that's true.
Whereas Monoci has to go through the cave, so it's going to be neck and neck for these runners.
Yeah.
And looks like we might be seeing Karkat head over to the Ice Rod cave. Based on the fact that he did not save and quit.
Right.
And this is another one of those things where I personally will usually check the Ice Rod cave because I feel like there are just so many people out there that just don't check it.
Right, it's quite out of the way.
If it has something and you check it early, it just pays off so much.
It really does.
Now, granted, more often than not, it has nothing. But it's not like it's nowhere near catfish level of going out of your way.
Yeah, and there's definitely some items you can get that make it a lot easier to do. In the Dark World, there's nothing that really gets you quite close.
It is just a piece of...
It is, but a check worth making still.
But yeah, with catfish, you know, you're
wandering in from the pyramid or warp 5.
But with Ice Rod, you know, if you have boots or if you have the flute, it's not all that bad to check.
Yeah. So we get our silvers from Monoci. And into the Tower of Hera he goes.
I mean, I feel like we almost have to find something here.
And we got 2 items available.
Half
one of
magic.
them is the half magic.
Very
Don't
nice
mind
find.
getting that at all.
One of those nice quality of life items.
Indeed.
Not something necessary to beat the game whatsoever, but when you see it, you are very happy to receive it, and the basement is required.
Indeed.
Karkat getting his silvers.
Indeed. Now we got everyone's second favorite tile room.
And Monoci, you know, taking a quick bathroom break.
Yeah, taking advantage of the fact that hitbox keeps him invincible.
We got Anonymous saying, back in my day, we got quarter magic.
Yeah.
We got a resident sleeper in the chat for a tile room.
Right. And we'll get a little bit of a waiting room together with Karkat and Monoci. Of course, Monoci just finishing up, getting his 22nd tile to the face.
He's about to get his big key.
Right. And it's vanilla location, and the only thing it really can be.
So what are you hoping the second item's going to be here?
I hate
hope
fighting
it's
Aga 1. I hate seeing Aga 1.
So because Aga 1 is open now, yeah?
Yeah, and so I really want it to be Hammer or Mitts. I think I would probably prefer it to be Hammer because it's the most flexible item. Or the more flexible item of the two, but yeah. How about you?
You know, I'd really like to see the Mitts.
Yeah.
Like you said, Hammer's a little bit more flexible with where they can go with it. But I feel like the mitts, it's just going to be the mitts, or we have an Aga seed. You know, like you said, you don't want to see Aga because Aga is just boring to watch, but this might be an Aga seed.
Yeah, it could be.
And chat always likes when you have either Aga or pedestal required.
Right. And the drama in the Aga seed to me is always
it's
the choice.
Bombs.
It is. Yikes. And the drama to me in the Aga seed is always whether or not, or how soon our runners get there. Because you might see somebody just burst forth to it, and then somebody else is really reticent for a while, and all of a sudden you have a very tilted seed. Right. Usually matched back together with something later.
Yeah, you usually see a lot of times if it's an Aga required seed, it sometimes can come down to like who went to Aga first.
Right.
Like who was the runner that was like, this is an Aga seed, and who was the runner that was like, I'm going to check every single possible location before I go to Aga.
Monoci just expertly dealing with Moldor. Meanwhile, Karkat's going to want to see about picking up some parts from the pods. Yeah. Good on him. Another good safety move. He puts a little buffer in there between him and those beetles. He's going to go make his drop for the bombs.
I like how neither runner did the bomb jump.
Yeah, no sense risking it, I guess, with the mandatory 2-floor drop if you do miss.
Yep. Personally, if I don't, I need hookshot and boots, or I'm just taking the long route. And it looks like Monoci is heading to Aga.
Either that or back down for that final chest. The other thing we haven't seen yet is Sick Kid.
I doubt he's going to run all the way down for that chest. Both of these players, despite the fact that they're in the 1-2 bracket, are seasoned players.
Absolutely.
And I think Monoci knows better than to go that far out of his way for one location. Yeah, he's heading right up to Aga. And I don't blame him for this play whatsoever. Oh, and Karkat following the Moldor.
Oh, that's a bummer. And some folks in chat counting better than I have at least, and are sure that Zelda's chest is the map or the key.
Actually, yeah, that is correct.
Yeah, so, and it would seem like Monoci has the wiser evaluation there as well.
Either that, I mean, it's possible that he made that, or he just doesn't think it's worth going down there.
Right. I am interested to see Sick Kid, though, along with Agina's Cave.
Oh, but, absolutely.
You know, these are kind of out of the way with the current loadout, and so we'll see. May get some divergence here.
Buddy of mine, whenever he watches me do a rando, he ends up he always happens to tune in when I'm in Hera. And those are the only times that I fall to Moldor. And he says, you really need to practice that. You're so bad at it.
Yeah, sounds like you got banned him on the channel. No. And Monoci doing pretty well in this Aga climb. We're going to see Karkat go, and he's not going straight for Aga, as he has not done some of the things that Monoci has done here earlier. So we're going to see him finally get that other sword, and then we might find out, well, he's probably going to descend all the way into Zelda's cell and pick up that map or key.
Right. So he has his tempered sword now.
Indeed. Getting a slightly bigger quiver out of that, too.
Yep. It'll be interesting to see. I mean, there's a possibility that Karkat goes straight for Aga. I doubt it, but it is a possibility.
Yeah, who knows if he's just feeling risky today.
Let's see what he does. Nope, he's clearing.
Yep. Let's watch Aga do the lamest magic trick in the world. Link destroys those curtains in one swoop.
OP.
Yeah. So how many blue balls? We got a guess of 4 so far in the chat.
I'm going to guess 3.
So far, we got 1. And
There's
yeah, 3.
1.
I usually go 2 or 3. Seems like a good average. And he stuffs that one right back in. That's 2. And someone asking, what is the benefit of doing Aghanim? In this case, it's to actually have access to the Dark World. Monoci giving Ag a little piece of his mind.
Just dropping some fire on him.
Yeah.
His hot new mixtape.
I was gonna say he's in a rap battle with Aghanim. He spits hot fire.
We're still at 2 blue ball?
I think so. And that's what it was. It was 2. If you guess 2, you win whatever is in Zelda's chest.
Burn the witch.
Looks like that's what Monoci was aiming to do. Unfortunately, the sword was a bit more effective.
He wasted time because he had to wait for that magic meter to refill.
Right.
Nothing on the pyramid. For a second, I thought he was about to go for that.
Indeed. Looked like he was going to double over.
He's just going to head straight to
Looks like
pod.
Yeah.
And it makes sense because the only thing he can't get to right now is Helmassar. He can do everything else in pod right now, which means he has access to up to 5 items potentially.
Yeah, 5 items. Yep.
He might only be able to get 4, but
right. And that's definitely a better statistical play than making his trip up to Catfish.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right.
Karkat getting his money and quiver upgrade.
Indeed.
He's checking his menu.
Yeah. Checking his loadout, wondering where he can go. We'll see if he remembers Sick Kid or even wants to go.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see him head straight for Aga here now, too. Oh, he's deciding.
A little eeny, meeny, miny, mo action.
Going Aga. And just like that, when we thought early in the game Karkat was way ahead, here we are, Monoci in Palace of Darkness, while Karkat is just now heading into Aga.
Right. And changing his mind.
Wow. Monoci not using the mirror to get back to the entrance. It's possible that Karkat thinks, my opponent probably went Aga. I'm going to go Sick Kid and hope that it pays off.
Could be something he's thinking, or he might be, it looked like he was doing a little eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and decided otherwise. Now, what is Karkat doing?
Who's sure?
I am so confused.
Monoci realizing he doesn't have a key.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure what Karkat just did.
I think he was just filled with indecision. That's obviously gonna cost him time, but if we end up seeing the Sick Kid play later, we'll know if it was the smarter of the two, even if a bit delayed.
Right.
Chat giving it a more positive interpretation of RNG manip.
Yeah, I did see that.
Fortunately, he's not going to be able to change the Aga sequence. He's just going to have to make sure he nails it down. Alright, just key over key for Monoci here. He's packed to the teeth.
Think we'll see him head to the Vanilla Big Key location here before heading to the back? Nope, he's heading straight to the back.
Yeah. I forget exactly how the counting works in this dungeon, but he may have deduced that is just a key for a key.
Yeah, that's definitely possible.
Karkat just continuing what is a mostly combat-oriented climb here. There's a flute in pod.
Ooh, the flute was in pod. Get your swag ducks ready at some point.
Oh, and shout out to Xkeeper checking the stream, getting the crystal music out of pod.
Oh, nice. Yeah, because we have not had a check yet.
Indeed, he went straight there knowing that, Oh, I missed those 2 chests in that horseshoe.
I saw 20 rupees, I believe, and I don't remember what the other chest was. We're seeing no progression in chat.
Appreciate that. See what's down here on this lower chest. It is
hook shot. Oh my goodness. Pod was definitely the right play here.
Yeah, indeed. And as
and the book. And the book.
Palace of Dictionaries.
As I realized in my my own personal my notes, I misspelled book as boom. 3 bombs. We got some literacy hype in chat.
Indeed. Opens up a couple of interesting options, and we already have the swords to do them.
And a heart
just
container.
taking a heart.
And Monoci is taking the save and quit. Logical play here. He is now back on the pyramid. And I think with his current... He's heading straight up to Death Mountain. No.
That seems pretty... Oh.
Sick
gonna go
Kid,
activate
maybe.
his flute.
Oh, he's going to activate his flute and check Sick Kid. If he remembers that Sick Kid is an option.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see. Go ahead and get your swag ducks in chat. We're not going to get to hear the anthem just at this moment, but in short order, once Karkat gets in there, I'm sure we'll be getting it soon enough. And there's not been a pedestal check yet, as we've only just acquired them. Likely won't see that for a while until we figure out what's going on in Skull Woods.
Right. Alright, and we do have the Sick Kid check coming up.
Alright, let's find out if it's a hammer or a mitts. A single arrow.
Oh, the validation arrow.
He used to be an adventurer like you until he took that arrow to the... Speaking of which, Karkat has managed to run out of arrows.
Oh, wow.
Not something you see a lot.
Yeah, I do occasionally see running out of bombs.
Yeah, especially early in a run. But I guess we got the bow pretty early in the run, too, and so there wasn't even enough time to stock up.
Monoci definitely making a good play here, heading up to Eastern Death Mountain.
For sure.
To the Paradox Cave. As Karkat is doing his run through Palace of Darkness.
What do we got here? Heart? Bams?
Not a whole lot so far.
Indeed.
And unfortunately, he doesn't have full health. He can't beam the switch.
Right, have to get a bomb over top there. Cash money.
Some more bombs. Heart.
Oh, Arrows End? Well, we know which cave was the Light World Hype Cave today.
Yep.
Our mini Moldorm having packed the 2 swords, the mirror, and a bottle. Certainly beats that loadout.
Now we still have Spiral Cave without the boots, aka the Resident Sleeper Cave.
Indeed. And having already finished Hera, we'll definitely see him get down in there pretty soon, I think, just now even. Just go ahead and get your Resident Sleepers in the chat.
Nothing on the floating island.
Yeah, the vanilla heart piece even.
Oh, we might see an ether tablet check too.
Yeah, that is
I'm
right.
surprised we didn't. Oh well, he couldn't get over there without the hammer. So.
Oh yeah, he'll probably flute back to want to make the climb if he's thinking of it.
Now let's see, where else could he go right now?
Well,
there aren't too many other places. He could go to desert. Which, honestly, I think we might see him flute to desert. I don't think we're going to see him flute to 1. We're going to see him go to 6.
Yeah,
there it is.
You called it out, yeah. Got the vanilla heart piece there on the desert ledge. And the other thing is now in Dark World, he can get around to the rest of the map with that hook shot.
Absolutely.
So he's going to move those rocks, move those rocks. And then we'll see if we're going to need those ever-elusive boots.
Now that being said, I am actually surprised that he's not going into Dark World right now and doing the rest of it. Heading over to Thieves Town and...
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of spots to check there, and especially even having the mirror, he can make that approach from sort of the other angle and graveyard. Won't be able to get to King's Tomb just yet.
Small key. And just a bomb capacity upgrade.
Yeah, potentially a boot lock situation for the other item out of Desert Palace. There are 2 chests on the right side.
Are we seeing Monoci do Pendant Desert as a gamble?
It might have just been that this was a... Oh no, he's heading back.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? It's a pendant. He may steal the key, as Cross Product is calling out in chat. And Fluffy Mittens just before him. Yeah, hey, for pendant, it's might not be a bad play. It's not accounted for by the logic. So if something big comes out of it, then it will have been, technically speaking, boots locked. I gotta say, for a pendant desert, I like this play. It's crystal. I've already seen it hurt a couple of players.
Right.
But yeah, Desert Palace without the boots feels bad. Big long hallway in the back, and you just get to count all the sand. Alright, we got a map.
Yeah, not a whole lot here so far.
Yeah, and he's gambling the 1 versus 2 here. He's locked himself out of doing Lamb Molas now by taking this key. And he gets the compass. Oh no. The seed had been handing him the correct progress, but he decided to give it a tweak. And, I mean, again, statistically, maybe can't blame him.
Oh, absolutely not.
Alright, and then Karkat, meantime, getting his way out of a pod and is going to go activate his flute. Go ahead and get a second round of Swag Ducks in the chat. We're going to hear that lovely song this time.
Oh, he's checking Sick Kid first.
Interesting.
And just a quiver upgrade in Agnes Cave.
All right. Well, Monoci's gonna head back into the Dark World here, whether he meant to or not.
I think he
it seems
did.
he did.
He is heading to the west side.
Indeed. Gonna whip out that hook shot and reach across the aisle.
And now we're seeing Karkat make the desert play.
Very interesting, and it'll be all the more compelling to see if he decides to go and kill the Lambos over doing the sequence break.
Right. Now, given everything that we've seen so far, I doubt that Landmo has a key item, but there's still that possibility.
There really is.
And nothing in the graveyard ledge. Unless you like 50 rupees.
Yeah, at this point, we think our guys are probably pretty good on rupees now.
Oh, yeah.
Helps out with potions later if they want. Do have those 2 bottles. You're gonna get the graveyard ledge and have to come back after boots for King's Tomb if it's something.
And Karkat's actually just heading straight for Agnes King. He's saying, screw going for Landmo. There is no point in this nonsense. And we find a shield on Bumper Cave.
Interesting.
Now, it looks like Monoci might be making the Skull Woods play. Yep.
It's a
Not bad considering the likelihood of Skull Woods having a progression item in this logic.
Yeah, it seems like more and more we're finding critical items in here.
I believe in an earlier race I heard somebody say that Skull Woods has something like a 47% chance or 48% chance of having a progression item.
Interesting. I wonder how that was calculated. That's rather remarkable considering. It's just 2 items, but I guess the time at which it becomes available.
Right, it's very available, like as soon as you unlock Dark World, really.
Monoci knows his stuff, putting those silver arrows to work on the Gibdos.
Yeah.
You know, those regular ones don't do anything. Silvers are just thing of beauty.
Well, they only do about 800 billion damage.
Something like that. That's what Act the Poker told me anyway.
Alright, Monoci going for the bomb jump here.
Checking what was in the pit first. It's a good move.
Yep. Nothing there.
Turns out, but we do have Quake in the big chest here in Skull Woods. Could be required. We're not quite sure yet.
Again, progression items.
Yep. At this point, it'll be.
And we still have yet to see a map check in the dark.
Yeah.
This might be one of my least favorite rooms in the game.
Oh, with the statue here, yeah. It's just a chore.
And the second item in Skull Woods is Fire Rod Lock.
Well, we're gonna find it on Mothula, and we'll have to find out if that's a crystal or not. See if it ends up being the final gamble these players might make. Alright, we're getting that spiral cave from Karkat now. Monoci putting that hook shot into the hearts. We got a chance there, 50-50 from what I understand it, doubling that up.
Alright, we have the C-shaped house.
For $5.
Ooh, not a whole lot there, yeah. Opening Thieves Town, but not heading in there quite yet. He's going to check some of the other areas here in the village of Outcasts.
Alright, we got that audio change. Early big key, pretty much as always for Thieves Town.
Yep. And we do have that Thieves Town is a crystal.
Important to note.
Oh, Karkat is checking Ether Tablet now.
This is something we did not see from Monoci. And at this point, it only end up costing him time.
Rupees.
And to answer a question in chat, we don't know what the other pendant dungeon is yet. We've only been getting the music from these, and did not have the intel on Skullwoods while we were in there. We actually had one of our watchers went and checked Monoci's stream just to find out about Pod.
Yeah, and I guess they never went to check Skullwoods.
It's all right.
Yeah, we'll find out eventually. Although I'm surprised, 52 minutes into the seed and we have not had map checks in the Dark World.
Yeah, these guys are flying blind. And pretty soon Monoci's gonna be fighting blind. Right, and we got a catfish check from Karkat.
Yeah,
it's a bit of time. It's a play to make though. You get that peace of mind, and it kind of like Ice Rock Cave. If it's something there and you didn't check it, well, GG.
Monoci taking a ton of damage in that room there.
Yeah, I mean we do call it the heck way.
Catfish, what you got for us, buddy?
Bomb upgrade. Meanwhile, Monoci going to town on the crickets here.
Now he does have a blue potion, so
yeah, he should be able to charge up just fine before this blind fight. I've seen an increasing number of runners have a tough time with the Zazax in the basement, though. So that'll be a trial to be sure.
Yeah, and there's a few hearts to get down there.
Yep.
And it also depends, like, if Monoci knows the blind fight.
It's true. He may just brave it if, and as I recall, having commentated one of his matches earlier this tournament, pretty sure he runs the script.
Okay. I mean, I'll admit personally, like, I don't know the script to the blind fight, but I get it down pretty well.
Right.
And Monoci is hoping that there's nothing in the big chest, because he does not have the hammer yet.
That's right, that hammer's still eluding us, and right now our only Dark World access continues to be the portal at the front of the Hyrule Castle.
Yeah.
Squeezing out every heart he can on the way into expose Blind's inner self, which is apparently full of lame jokes.
I mean, I tell lame jokes to my students all the time, so it's all good.
Very nice. Taking, I think, just one hit through that whole thing.
Yeah, very good fight. Let's see what he is. A heart container, vanilla.
Yep. Oh, there was the map
Dance
check.
Oh, and I missed it.
I want to say there were crystals on swamp and ice, but that was all the more I caught of it.
Do my students know that I stream? To my knowledge, no.
Front row English class is now following. Although I can't say I know what you teach.
Yeah, I teach math.
Ah. A man after my own heart. Alright, there's a map check. Red on Meyer, 5 in Skull Woods. Everything else is crystals. Alright. Lacking mitts, we're gonna have to leave Jeremiah sitting there a while we go visit Alec Baldwin at the digging game. And these very organized digs from Monoci, I gotta love it.
Absolutely.
Alright.
Oh, and $50.
Yeah, 14 digs for $50. Or yeah, I totally miscounted those, yikes. Missed a whole row of them at the bottom. And then some. 19 for 50. But nothing here south of Grove. We're gonna go check on James K. Polk. AKA Stumpy, AKA Flute Boy. Just throwing that one out there to see what the reaction will be.
And looks like we're seeing Monoci head down towards doing a bombos check.
Yep.
And then we might see Hype Cave shortly after.
Right. And that's our cross product. James K. Polk, aka Old Hickory. We picked that for Stumpy because he's sitting on the tree. And I do enjoy your tangent joke. As you snuck that into chat. Alright, not too much off of Bomo. I've been... Oh... I must vindicate myself then. That's not my name pick for that. I forget who did it. I want to say it was Vitasia, but I don't want to throw him under the bus if I'm wrong. Anywho, we're getting our Hype Cave check, and let's see, can we get two Hype Caves?
Well, Chad is saying that Hype Cave has to be something, unless it's the first chest of Swamp.
Which would be just absolutely diabolical.
I mean...
There's Fire Rod.
Ooh. Fire Rod at Hype Cave.
Cash money, arrows, and... Alright, so...
In my notes, I almost put Fire Rod at Fire Rod.
Well, the Fire Rod was exactly where the Fire Rod was located.
Exactly.
Alright.
Where are we seeing Monoci go right now? Is he going to head into Swamp and check that first chest?
I guess so. It looks like that's the move.
Yeah.
He's here in Dark World. He's pretty much at the front door. He can go flip back and forth.
Now, to be fair, he only has 2 options right now. Check that first chest or finish Skull Woods.
It seems like it. He needs those mitts or that hammer to really open things up, and it's just, Then a stingy seed for those items. Meanwhile, Karkat just moments away from beginning his blind fight. We'll see if he can put on the show that Monoci did.
So yeah, this is... Given what this seed has done so far, Monoci's play is not bad at all.
Yeah, no,
it does take a little time to get in here. Just to check one chest, but given that there's only 2 possible item locations for Monoci to check right now.
Yeah, and you kind of have to play like... You could either play it like the one you're going to pick is going to work out, or that neither of them will.
Right.
In this case, not the thing he was looking for. But if it turned out that that item was on Mothula, then he would have been running back down here for it anyway. So in the end, this is a save in a peace of mind sort of way.
And we're going to see Monoci now head to Skull Woods to finish that. Oh, no. Where is Monoci going?
We've seen a lot of interesting routing. Maybe he's going catfish? Because this is his only way.
Catfish.
Yeah. Either that or somewhere else. Oh, right. He doesn't have hammer to... Yeah. Jeez. We were thinking, oh, go to Kakariko, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And we're lacking the hammer. We're seeing... Yeah, and I mean, props to our runners for dealing with this constraint.
Yep, and he's not even checking catfish. He's just heading straight to Skull Woods.
Right, yeah.
He does not know that that is the correct play. But we do.
Right, well, it's that versus catfish. And he just got that fire rod, so he wants to put it to work on that crystal, because I think somebody in chat mentioned it already, but that is our other 5-6 crystal, which opens up an additional play, even if the item's not there.
They can go to the double-chested fairy.
Indeed.
What a seed this is.
Yeah, this is just a bizarre
a potential double-chested fairy seed that requires you to mirror out and go to the Hyrule Castle warp.
Yeah. Because no hammer to get around the pegs and everything. Yeah, wow, that was another blockage that I didn't even consider. There was no way for him out of South Dark World.
Right.
So just absolutely ace routing from these guys.
I mean, if you're the runner playing this seed right now, just like, what's going through your head? Like,
I'm feeling very frustrated with the routes. I'm feeling frustrated with the routes just on this end of it. Like, still enjoying myself, obviously, but yeah, it's
very interesting because it's so far actually been a mostly linear seed.
Right, and I just, this was a way I had never considered that a seed could be trolling, just by like putting a really big errand between everything you do.
Right. Just like a giant linear seed, but it's linear in the sense that like you have to go all the way around the world every time you get a progression.
Exactly. Go to this corner and now go to this corner with like the worst route that could be imagined. So he's going to put that fire rod to work, perhaps eventually here on Mothula, having picked it up out of Hype Cave.
With Tempered Sword, it doesn't look like he's going to make that play, and making very quick work of Mothula here.
All right, well, it looks like Fat Fairy might be the play.
I mean, I don't think there's any other option here.
Oh, man, and then here's the route for that now, too, right?
He has to go all the way down.
Yeah, SQ to Link. Walk up to the door, and then basically walk back from the place you're taking the bomb. Wait, no. What?
Monoci, what are you doing?
Well, we're gonna get
he's checking pedestal.
Alright, get your pedestal hype in. There's a number of things this could be. You got a possibility of Ice Rod, and it's just a little piece of love.
Just a little piece of love.
Yeah, I'm trying to tease out this route now. He's got to, I guess, yeah, walk it all the way down from here back to the bomb shop.
and then mirror out, and
oh man,
what a seed.
yeah, and it feels like it has to be something like Hammer or Mitts to open it up then, because
And I was going to say Karkat just caught up a little bit, but I forgot Karkat has not been to Skull Woods yet, so
right, so he's gonna be doing a little searching around here. Yeah, just running the absolute marathon here now, from corner to corner. Oh man, the Usain Bolt Tauros about run for his money. I guess that's not necessarily run for his money when you have the Peaky in town who wants to take the rubies.
right. Somebody in chat hoping for Fat Fairy only having the boots.
Oh man, send him back to Desert Palace.
Or
Now-
Bonk Rocks.
Right, Bonk Rocks or King's Tomb would
Yeah,
then
'cause
open
they
up.
could-
You can mirror in.
They could mirror into King's Tomb by going, you know,
There could be the
through,
shovel,
through,
the power.
through the Hyrule Castle warp, hook-shotting across, taking the long route around the King's Tomb, mirroring.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, that would just add to this constant running around scene.
Quake pickup now for Karkat. Haven't gotten that out of Skullwood's big chest. In the sort of intended way, pulling the switch in the back. And you gotta think the little nub there in the path is not accidental when you look at where it lines up. Just to the edge of the bridge.
Right.
And chat hoping for some fetch items from the Fat Fairy just to delay the gratification.
Oh, let's get Shovel and Mushroom. Is he I thought he was double checking the pyramid just to make sure.
Hey, and a seed like this? Alright, what do we got? It is the
Heart
boots!
And the boots.
Oh my.
Who was that? It was serious business.
Oh man.
What are those?
Raiding her shoe closet, saying, I
And
gotta borrow
chat
these.
is going nuts right now over the boots.
Absolutely, this is what a chain, just what an item chain here. This is a sight to behold. We do get our finally get our speed boost here. I'm sure these runners have been wanting it quite badly. So we're gonna see the Bonk Rock check off the save and quit.
Absolutely, and I feel like this is 100% the right play to make.
Yeah, the only thing that one might argue is that maybe go back up and get the King's Tomb on the way, but
Well, they can't without mirroring.
right, but he was already
Oh,
in
but
the dark
hook-shotting
world.
over.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah, and so he'll get to it eventually to be sure. Alright, we're gonna see him play back into Desert as Karkat gets the ped check done.
I forget, did we find both items in Desert?
There's one on Landmo.
Okay, Landmo does have the second item, so...
Right, and what's very interesting about this play is it was technically available very early to both of these runners. Well, not terribly early, but earlier than all of this.
Right. And for all we know, it could be... You know, it could be the mitts.
Could. Which would be interesting in that we might see a Meyer check right after it. Now, Meyer being dependent, we don't know that anyone would go in without the cane, but at the very least, the shed, the checkerboard.
Oh, absolutely. Karkat using his sword to kill the Gibdos.
Hey, he's got a
Interesting.
fire rod.
Oh,
he's
he's
gotta have
got a
magic,
fire
I
rod
would
with
wonder.
magic.
Yeah, I guess he's a fan of the strats on Mothula, wants to save it up. And seeing there the consequence of Monoci stealing the key, being able to just dash through, having grabbed it off the torch in the other section. All right, Mothul fight for Karkat. Let's see it.
We have Lammo to Shroom to Shovel to Mitts to Hookshot Cave to Ice Rod. In chat. We have some rude individuals that just want to see these players suffer. And as a rando player, I agree. I want to see that insane turn of events.
Right. But Karkat putting Mothul down pretty easily. Monoci just missing the first shot of the Lammo fight, putting it away on the second one.
Yep.
And he's
still making quick work of Lammo.
Yeah. And there are the mitts.
Oh, I called it.
Yeah, you did.
So, were they able to finish Lammo before doing Aga?
They were not. They needed to get the book out of pod.
That's right. The book out of pod.
Right. So Aga absolutely required in the seed. It is still up to, or had been up to this moment, the only way into Dark World. Now having the mitts, we've got some Death Mountain Dark World access.
Oh, absolutely.
Along with some Kakariko Village Dark World access.
Yeah, this seed just opened up for these runners. Karkat, what are you doing, bud?
I wonder.
With Fire Rod, where could he be going right now?
He might not have checked the graveyard ledge?
That must be it.
We're gonna see what we call the Super Bunny Cave from Monoci. Got 2 chests in here. Make his way up and then check Hookshot. Maybe get a Turtle Rock requirement check. Oh, I'm missing the block skip, but that's alright.
And our runners do have 2 of the 3 medallions, so it's not terribly unlikely.
Yeah. Yeah, if each of these are an independent event, we've got a 2/3 chance that he can get into Turtle Rock. And a bottle out of Super Bunny.
And not a whole lot there for these runners.
Yeah, and of course lacking the cane, he's not going to get very far. Even if he could open it, so it would be just a potential time save for later. And that's a Bombos, so go figure.
Oh.
They cannot even bother with it yet. Oh, he doesn't have the hammer to open Turtle Rock. What am I saying?
Yeah.
Now he does. Okay.
Oh, the hammer and Hookshot.
And then the 4th bottle.
Just a little bit of money.
Yep. Oh, and getting a little eager on that jump.
Ooh. I mean, I've had that happen to me before, and it's just embarrassing.
Sure. Oh, that and when you go to lay down the Samaria platform in Turtle Rock.
Oh yeah. You just miss, and you just fall into the hole.
Oh yeah, you're just like, I got this. And then like what's really bad is like if you end up dropping it, and I swear I've done it before where I sneak in there before the animation finishes. And so that I respawn and the platform's there. Alright. Karkat about to get his
check
boots.
His Eastern, or not Eastern, Ether check.
Alright. Getting his $20. Woo. Doesn't necessarily have, I think, what the logic would expect for Spike Cave, but I think he's going to try it.
No, the logic will allow you to do Hype Cave if you have bottles.
Oh, I've always been unclear on that. Thank you for clarifying. It always seemed like they would only go for the items, but in fact, he does have the potion, so he's going to be just fine. He just needs to make sure he gets on that just now. Oh, just in the nick of time.
Yep. And he'll have Plenty of hearts to get through this last part here.
50
Fine,
bucks.
50 rupees. Not a whole lot there. What is he doing?
I guess he wants to walk it back out.
And he saves and quits. Karkat's going to get his mitts here shortly.
Right on. We got Vitor confirming it does need more than just bottles.
Okay, it is more than just bottles.
Yeah. Alright. Well, Vitor being a dev.
Oh, because it's around
No
one-hit
offense.
KO mode. I
Right.
forgot about that. That logic is built around one-hit KO. So that was my
that's
mistake.
true. That's alright. Of course, it's not being one-hit KO. It makes that, all but in the logic a perfectly valid play, as we saw. Alright, putting the hammer to use. He's probably so happy about that.
He's heading straight for Swamp here, I think.
Yeah, we've got a Crystal Swamp. Got the, 5 more items in there.
Could also do Ice Palace at this. And Pod.
Yeah, he could go finish Pod. He could do Ice, he could do Swamp. We might see all 3 of those in such an order as would flow. But yeah, we're definitely going to see the Swamp play first on account of the increased item count. Although it does have a little bit of a spin-up time here, as you have to recheck the dam.
Now, actually, at this point, we are looking for Cane and Ice Rod for Go mode.
And Bombos to get the Turtle Rock.
Oh, yes, that's right. And Bombos.
Yeah.
See, I know what I'm talking about.
That's all good. Yeah, and who knows what fetch items we might run into in the meantime. Still plenty of time for this to get real fun.
Although I do feel that a lot of the, quote, fun parts of the seed, I'm willing to bet have already happened.
Right.
I doubt the seed's going to send them on another crazy fetch quest, although it is possible.
Yeah. I'm still hoping for it. And who knows? We might, we might see now that we've got the boots. It may be a veritable race to the finish.
Oh yeah, and when you said you're hoping for it, you and me both, man. You and me both.
Word.
It's one of those things where, as a runner, you don't want it, but as somebody who's just doing commentary and trying to give the chat a good time, you want it to just be the most insane seed possible.
Yeah, and then of course the other thing being that both these guys are so good, and
absolutely.
Even like I was remarking earlier with that just mind-bending routing logic, it's just neither of them made a mistake in all that. Just remembering, oh right, no hammer, I can't all of these places. Fire rod strats here on the Landmos.
I'm actually surprised
nice
that
double spin out of that. That was clever.
That Monoci didn't use the fire rod strats with half magic. I feel like it's a little safer than silver arrows, just because you don't have to worry about that like the delay.
Right. Yeah. The only other factor I could see playing into it at all is just the like practice or preference. But yeah, definitely when it comes down to it, that fire rod shot comes out wicked fast.
So Monoci skipping left side for now.
Yeah, gonna dive right into the back. And the play that I've seen happen more often than not is now we're gonna get him running back here. He's gonna open these 2 chests. And it seems like the big key's always in here. But this time...
Oh, the cane! We got red cane!
Yeah, and so we're seeing a little bit more of that linearity they're always kind of pushing towards. Now, the biggest thing here for me is with so many items available, remembering to keep count, because you just got, right, chest after chest after chest.
Now, and it's really unfortunate, but all we're looking for at this point is the ice rod.
And the bombos.
That's right, I keep forgetting about that.
It's all good. We got our 3 primary colored items. One of them has been tracked down. Now we got that cane. Gonna need that blue rod and that yellow coin.
Chat quick to correct me. And
Of course. It's teamwork.
That's teamwork. I appreciate it, chat.
Plastic. Colin, we also need Knuckles. Very nice finish there. Picking up some more arrows. And I want to say it was 5 items. But I might be forgetting about the front one, which would have made it 6.
The front chest was an item.
Right.
So it's big key and compass, I guess, in the last 2 chests.
And yeah, hey, that seems to be what Monoci's thinking, or he's a gambling man. Well, now, for those of you calling 5 in that run, remember he took the first item away early.
Oh, he got compass. There's still an item. We do see the ice palace play here.
Well, we're gonna have to end up finding out. Alright, a couple of clarifications on the tracker. The boss for Mystery Mire is called Vitreous. And the stars next to our respective crystals and pendants, for the pendant, that's the green pendant, makes it a little easier to see on the tracker. You can turn that into Sahasrara.
Yep.
And then we're going to take a break here. Let's see what's in this chest. Very nice use of the hook shot to get that big 20. And now for the crystals, we saw the player earlier with the big bomb. You have to get those 2 crystals to make that available for sale. And then you can go open up the Fat Fairy location on the Golden Pyramid, or the Pyramid of Power.
To unlock the boots, which...
Yeah, ended up being a critical play in this run.
Yeah.
Monoci just face tanking through that room.
Yep. Doesn't care whatsoever.
Yep.
Although I do like having sword beams for this next room.
Oh, to just get rid of the berries, yeah.
Yeah, it just makes it a little bit easier. Not like a requirement, but it's a nice quality of life kind of thing.
Oh, definitely.
And let's see, Monoci with his bomb jump. Looks like... oh, got a first try.
Yeah, nailed it. Very nice.
And from my end, it didn't look like that was going to be good, so...
Yeah, I only personally know one of the pixels on that, and I use it like the top of the hat and the back of the shadow, but... from what I understand, there's like a small section of pixels in there that you can get that jump from. And I do personally know one of those pixels. His name is Carl.
So we have Monoci heading upstairs. Check these 2 chests.
Yeah, these very out-of-the-way chests, but oftentimes this is where the worth is.
Yeah. Just a piece of heart there. This is another one of those plays. Now, obviously, this is a crystal, so you're doing Ice Palace no matter what. But Ice Palace, when you have access to it in V26, just seems so good.
Yeah, it's kind of a cousin to Skull Woods in that way. A few more entry requirements, but for its sort of infamous reputation, ends up packing a lot of punch. Now, was that all 3 items there in that little sequence? Or was that 2?
I didn't catch that. I know it was definitely 2, because we had the piece of heart and the bombs. I didn't see if we got a 3rd.
Those were the 2 I saw, so perhaps it was just 2. I'm sure chat will...
Monoci is heading straight downstairs, so it looks like we did find all 3 items.
Ah, that makes sense. Alright, and he's gonna pick up another crystal, and we're closing in quickly on the end of this run.
Yeah, now granted we still need to find Bombos, and we still need to find Ice Rod.
That is correct.
I did not forget Bombos this time.
Alright, we're gonna get that left side check from Karkat. Keep your eyes peeled and see if we got an item left behind by Monoci.
And if it's the Ice Rod, that could be huge.
Alright. Putting that fire rod to work on Cold Stare. Working him over in the corner. Oh, they just barely sneak out.
Oh.
With one hit left. He says, no, not this time.
I gotta call out in chat. Hey, Ninjimbo, remembering Bombos.
Yup. Teamwork. Oh, there was one more item. Wow, it was a heart container.
It was just a heart container.
Oh, jeez.
So, fortunately for Monoci,
or an error, we gotta remember to ask.
My guess, knowing these runners and having watched them in the past, I think it's a gamble.
I would say so too. Both these runners very strong in their execution.
I doubt it's an error in Monoci's play, and he's going straight for
Misery Mire.
Yeah, straight for Mire here, which honestly not a bad play.
We got confirmation from Cross, who went and checked his stream. He knows he left the item there, so good on him. And thank you, Cross, for that. We got a cape.
Cape. Now, we have checked Bumper Cave, and I think it was like a piece of heart or something.
Yeah, it was a vanilla piece of heart. I believe I interrupted you before. I apologize.
Oh, no, you're good.
That's
That's
what it was.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Now, are we going to see Monoci head into Mire here? He did check the medallion, but it was so quick I couldn't see it, but
it was a quick.
Yeah, he's going to head in here. And honestly, with what these runners have left to check, this is not a bad play at all.
Yeah, no, I mean, you get a chance to find two items in here.
And actually, because we know the other item in Swamp is a heart, I'm not sure what all Monoci has and hasn't checked at this point. Like, I haven't been keeping super close track, but this might be all, like, he might not have much else to check other than this.
Yeah, we've got King's Tomb is the thing.
Right.
He's got the hammer to go into Turtle Rock now, but he needs to find Bombos first.
Right. So the thing is, he could very well find Bombos here.
It's true. Finishing pod's an option. And to answer chat, I'm not personally sure whether or not Helma has an item.
Now the nice thing here is, if Monoci finds both items, he can just leave.
Right. And then we've got the blacksmith, the lunchbox, the peg cave.
Oh, that's right. We haven't checked any of that yet.
We got those late mitts, and that really just threw everything for a loop. And then eventually those mitts finally led to a hammer. So yeah, that whole little side of...
all that being said, this is definitely a gamble on Monoci's part.
Yeah, there were a couple of things you could find in quick succession there that...
Now, V26 is notorious for just putting emphasis on dungeons.
Right, putting these, anything you have the requirements to meet just essentially kind of bleeds into the overworld. Oh, and chat also calling out Thieves Town Big Chest.
Oh, yeah, that's true. They have not checked that.
Yeah, as far as I know, not outside the realm of logic.
To quote a buddy of mine before my race, hashtag overworld is a waste of search. And in V26, I mean, that's not entirely true, but I mean, it definitely favors it. If you can clear a dungeon, like, I would rather full clear Swamp than check more overworld if I just got access to Swamp.
Yeah, I mean, getting to the end of it is something that you're gonna be you know, you're going to be doing that anyway, so you may as well work it. Meanwhile, Karkat is heading back to the Palace of Darkness.
Yeah, so for the first time in a while in this run, Karkat may provide us with information.
Right, he's getting down to the Helmsar King. And he was kind of just been on the tails of Monoci most of this run.
Yeah.
Refill hearts. He's got that cane out to kind of shortcut the switch.
Yeah.
And have we seen anything out of Meyer yet?
No.
Yikes. He may end up making the trip down to Vitreous at this rate.
Somebody in chat, Vitreous with the powder.
Or Ice Rod, or Shovel, or Mush, who knows? But yeah, with powder. He's got dust in his eye. Yikes, another key. And so we got this chest.
It has to be an item.
It's Bombos. Oh my.
Oh.
And now that you've got the big key, you're really not all that far from Vitreous. I think you pretty much have to go down to it.
Yeah. But on the other hand, like...
He left one hanging in swamp, so who knows?
Well, it's not only that, but, I mean... You're going all this way to Vitreous for an item, when that Bombos just unlocked progression to your last crystal.
Right, but he's missing the item. He's missing the item to get the crystal yet, though, I think is the
right, but there's
back and forth.
But you have 6 item locations you can check. 5 in Turtle Rock plus Mimic Cave?
Right.
Now, obviously, you're this
just
far.
The cave dash.
Like you said, you're this close to the end. You might as well do it.
Yeah, because if it ends up being here, then the trip back in is not trivial. You have to go in, get the crystal switch,
right,
and then get back down here. So, yeah.
But you do also have to think about it from a 1 versus 1 race standpoint. Like, do you think you're ahead of your opponent at this point?
Right.
Like, that's one of those gambles you could make.
All right, and what the and Helmsar only having the burrito, the dungeon map. So
somebody wants to fetch quests on Laser Bridge.
Oh man. Now what would be interesting is if there were the shovel, the mushroom, and the powder each on that bridge, and Viddy down so easy with the silvers.
Yep.
Oh, just bombs.
Just bombs. Now, we're definitely probably going to see Monoci head up to Turtle Rock at this point.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I think the stop at Pod is probably going to happen first because it'll enable him to do the preferred routing into GT.
True. That's true. As I said, definitely, probably.
Yeah, but
yeah, he's heading into Pod here.
Yeah, because just get this off your plate. Otherwise, he gets so hung up on that ice rod, you run into Turtle Rock, and then you go sit out front of GT with 6 crystals.
Right.
Not that I really think either of these runners would do that, but sometimes you just get wrapped up.
Yeah, I did forget that he had not actually finished Pod yet, so makes sense to head there first.
Yeah, we had a lot of hype, a lot of parties, Dr. Bob would say, coming out of the back of Palace of Darkness.
Let's get hype. Pulling Pedestal. Unfortunately, we have already found that Pedestal does not have anything for these runners.
Yeah, he's going to be in the unique position of having each of those pendants and wanting nothing to do with it.
Oh, he does? 3 pendants, wow.
Yeah, I didn't even realize it until somebody mentioned it in chat. It was just like, oh, yeah, that's a thing that happened. So, certainly speaks to the strangeness of the seed. As we get Karkat beginning his delve into Ice Palace.
You do sometimes get those seeds that just, like, even though you know there's nothing on pedestal, like, you end up clearing all the pendant dungeons anyway.
Right. Yeah, if you just end up with the item distribution for those just saying boss, boss, boss.
Yep.
But yeah, so we got King's Tomb, we got the big chest in Thieves Town, we've got the potential for the Ice Rod in Turtle Rock, which is totally valid. It's only needed for Trinex.
Yep. Which is like the worst thing about Ice Rod is it's only required for one thing, so it could be literally like anywhere in the game except for Ganon's Tower.
Yeah, except for on Trinex and in Ganon's Tower if it's a crystal.
Right.
Other than that, if it's if it's pendant TR, hopefully you don't need to beat Trinex.
Monoci having a little bit of trouble there with the turtle room.
Yeah, they're tricky with the
and here's Karkat actually having the sword beams for the jelly room, which is just such a nice thing to have.
Yeah.
And yeah, we do have chat reminding us we have not done the purple chest quest yet, so we might see Monoci do that first.
We got Smith's, purple chest, pegs, no powder for the bat, no mushroom for the fake. As that mask comes off of the Helmassar King, we're gonna see spin strats. Down he goes.
Yeah, if you have Tempered Sword here, it's better to just do that than to go for the silver.
Yeah, the second you go to line up the shot, it seems like he's just like, all right, let's dance.
Oh, and Karkat having some trouble with the bomb jump here.
Oh yeah, he is. Jeez. Having started. Oh, there he goes.
There it is.
All right.
I mean, and I feel like any runner that knows bomb jump, like you just have those runs where it just
sometimes
eludes you.
Yeah, you just keep slipping back and forth over the pixel.
Especially if you're like me and some of the other runners I know, like there are some runners like me that use an Xbox 360 controller.
Oh yeah, that's a tough move.
You know, it's really hard to get that one pixel.
Right. All right. Monoci heading into the village warp.
Yeah, he's definitely doing the purple chest quest before heading up to Turtle Rock, and I can't say I blame him here.
Oh no, he's giving us a turn. Is this over for He did Graveyard Ledge earlier. Is he doing the Dark World route for King's Tomb? Looks like it.
I can't see why he would do that though.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But either way, he has arrived.
Right. Like, I'm not going to question it, but it just seems like such an odd play to me.
The route that would have occurred first to me would have been to line up a save quit to Sank and run over here, but hey.
Right.
He knows a lot more about the... Oh! Pointing out he hasn't done Catfish, so it's probably the move here. Once that Dark World...
yes.
Alright. Thank you, chat. Clarifying that. I was only thinking one step.
But even then, you have Blacksmith open to you.
He might be forgetting about it for the moment. But in either case, the die is cast and he's on the way to the Catfish. And he's gonna say no, but of course.
Yep. And he'll end up fluting back over to 3, and are we going to see him flute to 3 or 1 here? Let's see.
Well, he's going 1.
Alright, so he is making the Turtle Rock play.
Alright, we got Karkat going for another bomb jump, but missing it, unfortunately.
Oh.
That being the case, is gonna go check out what's in the big chest here, but not without the big key.
Now, out of curiosity here, like, would you make this play for Turtle Rock? Or would you go straight for the purple chest?
With all of that stuff being available and assuming that I would remember it, because at this point, like, I wonder if he really is just thinking, oh, it's going to be a trolley thing or not. But, like, having seen it on 2 screens instead of just 1, I know that they haven't done the Smiths or the purple chest or the pegs. So,
Right.
like, that's on my mind.
Now, obviously, Turtle Rock is more items.
Right, but if it's wrong, it's a higher price. And so that's, I guess, the balance here. Karkat picking up that big key.
I think the only way I go Turtle Rock here, just personally, is if I feel like I'm behind.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the thing, right? You make the bigger gambles when you feel like you need to. Again, I will not attest to being anything of an expert at this.
I mean, me neither, to be honest. Like,
Says
I make
3-1 in Gem, bro.
Right. I make plays all the time that I question after the fact, even if they work out.
Right. And wow.
Oh, and there's the ice rod, and we have Monoci in go mode.
Go mode at 141.33. Oh my god.
So he obviously made the very right play here by going into Turtle Rock instead of doing the purple chest quest.
Like I said, I'm certainly no pro, so... Gamble pays off. Getting that ice rod in the place it belongs.
And the mushroom.
And the mush.
Let's see if he turns into Mushroom Kappa. Oh, and Karkat having a little bit of trouble here with Cold Stare.
Yeah, working over those puffs as they run around in the ice falls. And so the dive into Mire required to get the Bombos to come up here to find the ice rod that lets you finish this. Alright.
And we know this room. Monoci having a little bit of trouble with the chomps here.
Yep. Gotta sneak in there for his key, though. It's the only way he can continue.
Alright, where's Karkat heading next? Oh, he might be doing the purple chest.
Right, he's done the rest. Well, yeah, it's that or King's Tomb for him. Having done the Graveyard Ledge and the Catfish.
I doubt he's doing King's Tomb from this, like, this wave doing.
Right.
What is Monoci doing here?
Oh, he's going for the first down big chest.
Well, he had to find the big key. He realized that he was missing the big key.
Oh, Monoci, I thought you meant Karkat.
Yeah, but Karkat is going... Yeah, Monoci, like, waited for a minute and then decided to open that door with the small key.
Right. Alright, so...
Now, Monoci's going to have to be careful, because... I don't know if he has any way of healing all that damage that he's taking.
Right, and right now, no powder. One of the few items left yet, but who knows where it might be. Getting a tiny bit of help there.
Yep. he was probably hoping when he opened that chest that it was the sand heart, but it definitely was not.
Right. And chat calling out that apparently he still has a blue potion left.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, I wasn't 100% sure. Like, I knew they got another bottle, but I wasn't sure if it was a potion or not.
Right.
And we're going to have to do Laser Bridge.
Right. As Cane of Burno was located in the big chest at Thieves Town.
Ooh, the Cane of Brian.
Yep.
Now, are we going to see Monoci use that blue potion here just out of safety?
Oh, we'll have to see. I run with the cape instead.
Now, it wouldn't surprise me considering he had... What is it? Oh, going...
Yeah, got
okay.
some smart item pickups there. He's in pretty good shape.
Did not know that there was a full magic and 2 hearts over there.
Yeah, it's definitely a nice find.
But with the fact that he has silver arrows and tempered sword, I would not have been surprised to see him use the potion there.
Right. Feeling more confident.
Because you're not really going to need it for Ganon. Unless something goes terribly wrong.
Can definitely understand that. Alright, so we got... There's a bug net off of there.
And we do have a red boomerang for Karkat off the Lumberjacks.
The Jacksmiths, if you will.
Oh, that's what I meant.
It's all good, man. I've done that before, especially.
Lumberjacks.
No worries. Alright. And getting that smart rod switch in there. Can't open your inventory while stuff exploding. Probably has to do with layering, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Down goes number 2.
Yep. So far, a very good fight by Monoci here.
Absolutely. Only missing 1 fire rod shot there, and those heads can be tricky. Oh, very nice.
Very, very good fight by Monoci.
Alright, and that is, well, all 10 of the dungeons, even 7 of the crystals.
So, chat, it's time. We are heading into Ganon's Tower. At number 1 to 22, where do you think Ganon's Tower Big Key is going to be located? And if you wish to, you can also specify a specific location or chest. I do see a tile room already, bonk torch.
You got the twin flame room, I assume they mean the, where they go around in opposite directions and try to pinch you off at the chest. Somebody giving us a math problem, I guess because they found out you teach. Got Bob's chest.
That's 14. It's his number.
Alright.
Oh, we have a chest 1.
Oh boy. And we've seen the God GT with those first 2 on the right side. Maybe we'll see it again here. Let's find out. Now, I'm an 11 guy. And what did you say? You pick?
I didn't choose one. I usually go tile room just because I'm a jerk. Oh,
we got a shovel. Well, now we know where the big key is. Alright, he's getting the key, so he's going to make that right side play. See, this has a...
Oh, did Karkat never check the, which medallion was required?
Oh, I don't know. I guess he hasn't. Yeah, he's gonna run up here and he's gonna end up finding himself World of Hurt acquiring Bombos, but for now it looks like he's actually just doing Spike. Oh, Monoci gets a bad touch from the Wallmaster. Well,
in chat, I can see it now. Ninjembro gives this class a homework assignment on probability, but none of them have any idea he's making them math out optimal seed guesswork for him when he enters the next tournament.
Oh man.
We do do a little bit of statistics in my algebra class, so it's not outside the realm of possibility.
Oh, and there's the big key.
There it is.
I guess for that routing, that is 1, 2, 3, number 5, if I'm not mistaken. Alright. So if you guess number 5, you win the contents of the validation chest.
Which, unfortunately, I doubt we'll see from Monoci, at least.
You're gonna have to be on the edge of your seat. Right, and
quick work of those first 2 rooms.
Indeed. Thing of beauty to see runners line those mimics up.
I'll openly admit that those 2 rooms are 2 of my worst rooms.
They can get out of hand very quickly with the BMOS there. If you don't hit it the first time, it has a tendency to run away, at least in my own experience.
Alright, we have Monoci heading up into the gauntlet, getting his fire rod ready. He's going to go with the fire rod strats. So I'm trying to think about when, because it's, unfortunately for Karkat, Monoci ran away with this seed so far at one point.
Yeah.
I don't recall, like, when that really was.
I mean, it might have been the play on Swamp at the time it was, but the difference might have been there already at that point. I'm trying to remember.
And Monoci, like, messing up entering the, the fight there against Lamo 2, and still making it work.
Oh yeah, put him right to bed. And chat pointing out that one of the things too was maybe that it took him a while to get up to AGA 1, and we pointed that out early in the run when that becomes required. Ends up making a big difference in your time.
Yeah. Oh, the bonk was intentional to help with timing. I've never seen a bonk to help with timing there.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
interesting.
Who knows? Either way, made it look easy.
He was ahead at Swamp, but the play going to Turtle Rock so fast is where he took it, is what I'm seeing in chat. Yeah, definitely. I just wasn't sure if that was where he ran away with it, or if it was something before that. I know when he went to Turtle Rock and found Ice Rod, like, that was a huge turning point.
Absolutely. Yeah, and other than that, the choice to enter Meyer because he was over there really helped out.
Oh, that buddy beam went, like, diagonal through the pegs there.
Right, yeah, usually it's trapped.
Alright, are we going to get a validation chest check by Monoci or not? Is he going to appease the memes or not?
And there you go, 50
he
rupees.
Does it, 50 rupees.
5.
He has validated the run.
Yeah. This will be distributed as 2.5 big 20s in your next randomizer run. Yeah, and just absolutely toasting this Ganon's Tower. Oh, and get a little shock from Aga turning a double out of it, although I wonder if that would end up counting as one.
That was a single.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
And to answer a question about the validation chest in chat, it truly means nothing, but it's a sort of ongoing meme here that you open that chest to validate your run.
Karkat finding Bombos and quickly going in his menu, almost like he was thinking about mirroring out, but looks like he is going to Vitreous.
Yeah, he's gonna stay the course, doesn't know that
ice rod is that first chest.
Right. And so he's going to end up finishing with all the pendants and crystals as well. But after a bit of a poor positioning at the start, that randomization on Aga just absolutely weird. We got Monoci through that, and he's going into his fight with the big pig, Ganon himself. Still got that blue potion, as I understand.
Oh yeah.
Gonna go full bore on the pig man.
Now, the interesting to note after this particular race is that even, like, no matter who wins this, which it seems Monoci is very likely the case unless he dies here multiple times. You know, you have a lot of runners now that'll be in the 1 and 3 bracket that...
You'd be real surprised, yeah.
but that have to go 2-0 to stay in this tournament.
That too, yeah.
And it's going to be a very... Like, I feel like this upcoming week might be one of the most hype weeks to watch in this tournament.
All right, and we got the last silver shot here for Monoci. GG.
There it is. And unless he falls off here and then dies multiple times and continues to fall off,
yeah.
I think we have a GG here from Monoci. And
dual celebration. That's first place with an official time of 1 hour, 56 minutes,
and 49 seconds.
Yep.
And we'll see here in a moment if we can get Monoci in here for post-game interview. But definitely a very good race here from both of these runners. And Karkat is heading up to Turtle Rock.
Yep. Figuring, well, I just beat Vitreous. Now I have to wait for this Dead Rock. And this is just what life is now. Nah. Oh, we do have the dot forfeit from Karkat.
He did forfeit.
Yeah, he's gonna keep playing for now.
So we'll probably get both of these runners in here for an interview at the same time then, would be my guess.
Potentially. He says he is gonna keep playing.
Okay.
Yeah.
He might still jump in here.
Alright, we're gonna bring Monoci in now. Monoci. GG. I believe you may have your microphone muted or redirected to a different output.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I muted when I play.
It's all good.
There you go.
Yeah,
good game, guys. That was some type of seed, man. That was.
Oh my goodness, it was absolutely wild. I gotta commend you for your routing and your gambles, especially between Swamp Palace, saying, you know what, I'm gonna do Misery Mire, and then getting right into Turtle Rock on top of it, just absolutely blazing what would have been like 2.5 or 245.
Yeah, I didn't check like a few spots, like 8 chests total. So I think it's 6 against 8. I think I take the gamble.
Right.
Oh yeah. It's definitely a very good run, especially for how weirdly trolly of a seed that was at the beginning.
Yeah, and the one that kept bending my mind personally was not having the hammer and having to do so much of Dark World.
And it looks like we have Karkat in the waiting room, so he should be joining us shortly here.
All right, yeah, and you probably saw he forfeited. Karkat.
Yeah, there
He's
he
got
is.
his mute on. Yeah, so...
Hey.
Hey.
Hey there, Karkat.
Good game, man.
Yeah, GG, tough seed.
Only question.
Yeah.
Can I assume that Ice Rod was in fact in T-Rock?
It was.
It was first
Okay.
chest. First chest.
Yeah.
Rock. Okay. That was my only question.
Yeah, just the troll icing on the troll cake.
Yeah, that was a heck of a seed as far as just strange progression and finding items, especially early on.
Yeah, what do you feel were
Yeah.
some of the most challenging aspects?
I thought I was behind the whole game.
Thing was, I kept thinking I had hammer because I'm not used to getting hammer so late, and I kept saving and quitting, and then I'd have to walk all the way around again.
Right.
Save and quit again, and I'd walk all the way around again because I kept forgetting I didn't have the hammer.
Right. It looked like at one point, Karkat, that you played a little eeny meeny miny mo about going to Ganon on your spawn screen. Or not Ganon.
Oh, I did that a
Aghanim.
couple times. No,
Yeah.
I walked into Hyrule Castle and then changed my mind and then changed my mind again.
Right, yeah, yeah. But, and yeah, with the way the seed was, it was just like, okay, am I going over here? Should I go over there? And back and forth. But,
It felt scattered. I guess that's a good way to describe the seed. It felt very scattered.
yeah, and that, I felt that especially showed in Dark World, and I think both of you guys had remarked on that too, of just like, without the hammer, ugh.
Yeah, I think you gotta make like at least three trips around the whole old Dark World. From,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it would have been possible with optimal routing with 2, but I did 4.
Yeah, there was so much just going around the Dark World in the longest ways possible. Like, that was just a really weird seed.
Indeed. But, yeah, congrats on the win, Monoci. It get you one win closer to getting into the playoff. And Karkat, you've got a couple more opportunities to get this thing done. I mean, this was a heck of a seed, and obviously both of you guys, very strong runners. Like, even if really what your records say in this pool is how strong all the competition is, because if guys like you are 1 and 2, then like it's just it's a hard tourney.
Make it through to the end. Even if the next round doesn't go as well either, and I'm 1 and 4, I'm still gonna do the last round.
Oh yeah,
It's may as well.
right. Yeah,
It adds some tension to the entire thing too.
yeah. But you guys have any other thoughts on the seed? See, 159 items checked total for Monoci. It felt like more than that.
It really did.
Yeah. I guess it was a ton of travel time.
I also don't forget that doesn't count items you saw and walked 2 inches past but didn't take.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
So, add another 20, 25, 30 to that, depending
Right.
on where you're looking around,
It's true. It's true.
A lot of items. It's like, oh, I know this is a key, so I won't open it. But you kind of did check it, because you know what's in it.
Right. Yeah.
Which I completely miscounted my items. I have no idea what the second item I got in Ice Palace was.
Honestly, I think we missed it when Monoci went through too, and then yeah. So rip second.
I got one item. I got one item in Ice Palace. I have no idea what the second one was, and I went around like, oh, that's a key. So wait a minute.
Oh man. But yeah, then how about all 11 dungeons, no pedestal pull?
Yeah.
Each of you guys were setting up for that.
Did you do any of the pendant bosses?
I did all of them.
Yeah, that's
You
what
have
I'm
to
saying.
do those.
All the pendants.
Okay, you did. You did actually fight Vitreous though.
Yeah.
Okay, I did too. I was just wondering because I mean it strictly wasn't necessary to fight it, but it looks
Yeah.
like we both did.
There was an item, so I don't want
Yeah,
to
that's-
before we go into Total Rock.
Yeah, that
Right.
was my thing. 'Cause it was for, I don't know about you. For me, the Bombos was the last item before Vitreous that I got. Thinking,
Right.
oh wait a minute, if I go to Turtle Rock and then come all the way back, I don't want.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that was it seemed like that was kind of the tilting point of it with just okay, well I'm already so far into Mire. This is even with
Yeah,
Flute,
exactly.
it's just gonna be so tiresome to do this again. But
So-
chat really wanting to know about the Desert
it-
Palace keys.
Yeah, for Monoci especially, where he went to the back
think
and got
that
the key and went back to the front.
If I didn't get the boots, I probably will sub lock myself the whole game.
Yeah, I mean
but
Nits were back there.
if the big key is in the center chest and the small key is on the torch, boots cannot be in Ganon's tower.
Oh, okay.
Even you can borrow, do whatever you want. It doesn't matter. If the torch is a small key and the box in the room to the right of it is a big key, ever find boots in Ganon's tower.
And that's coming straight from the devs, folks.
That's good to hear, because I always do that, because I don't want to fight the boss. When
That's specifically to make sure that people don't soft lock themselves like that.
Right. Huh. Well,
Because several of us actually did that during a weekly once.
But any other thoughts on the seed, guys? Besides burn
was-
it.
I don't know. It was a fun race, just to kind of an icky seed.
Right.
Yeah, it
was
was
definitely
like
weird.
really weird seeds. It's like you don't get those often, where you have to travel like in the dark road, like the whole around the
Yeah.
world, like a few times, just to get your stuff.
Counterclockwise loop around.
Yeah.
All right. Well, see what else we got on the docket. Looks like we've got Files versus Parisian player over on Speed Gaming 3 is still going on.
Yeah, not too much
Yeah.
else going on tonight.
Yeah, it looks like
that right now.
definitely. And we want to thank you guys for joining us for the interview, for putting on a good race.
Yeah,
Through,
absolutely.
just a monster of a seed. Shout outs to Blast Egg, who has tracked this match, done quite well at it.
Oh yeah, definitely shouts to him. It makes our lives easier as commentators to not have to worry about the tracking.
Yeah, make sure you give these runners a follow. That MX Bass, or is it Bass or Bass? I'm figuring Bass.
I've always said it best. It was written
alright.
for the longest time, and I never bothered pronouncing it. But
Gotcha. All right.
after a while, I just started saying bass.
Right, and that of course, aka Karkat and Monoci85. Give these guys a follow, putting on an awesome run.
Absolutely.
And thanks
Um,
guys for the commentary. And thanks
sure thing.
for the restream.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks, Feasel.
Looking forward
Mythical,
to
everybody else who-
getting your guys' commentary. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, and I appreciate you saying so. I hope we did the run justice. But I think it about wraps it up. I honestly I'm kind of itching to catch that one on Speed Gaming 3 myself. But
Absolutely.
wanna
Same
thank-
here.
I want to thank Ninjembro for joining me on this.
Absolutely. Thank you for doing commentary with me.
For sure, it's been a pleasure. And I'm Epibliticus,
Yep, and in Jembro.
and you guys have a good night. See you on SG3.
See you all later.